found that even though his arms were chopped off, even though his body was broken, but the fact is within Iraq they say that there are 3 people who are Babul Hawaij. The first one is in Balad, Sayyid Muhammad, the son of the 10th Imam. Anyone who goes to him, whatever they ask for is fulfilled, especially when it comes to children. I've seen with my own eyes people after 10 years going there, children. He's one of those individuals who Ahl Iraq say that if you have any issues with children, go to Sayyid Muhammad. And in fact there was a time as well that I've also seen that if you were to steal something from that vicinity, you were to go to your car, the car wouldn't start. Jalali, Sayyid Muhammad. The other one, Imam Musa al-Qadhim. Khatib al-Baghdadi is one of the most senior scholars within Ahl Sunnah. He writes within his own book. He says that whenever I had a problem, I would go to Qadhimiyya, I'd go to the shrine of the 7th Imam alayhi salam, whatever I asked for would come true. In our tradition it also says that if a person has eye problems or they're born blind, the best thing you can do is to go to the shrine of the 7th Imam and ask for your health or eyesight back. Every Imam is specific. Each one of them, according to our tradition, is Babul Hawaij, but every one of them is specific for something. And then finally, when you realize or you find that all of the doors are closed and you have nowhere to go, you go from one end of the earth to the other, know that there is one door where the light of Hussein ibn Ali shines, and that is the door of Abul Fadl Abbas. We've come from different parts of London, different parts of Essex. Tonight is that night that focus and concentrate. Because if you focus, your du'as that you want can come true. Tonight is the night of Abul Fadl Abbas. Remember a tradition that comes to mind. You know, our mothers had a lot of Aqidah on Abbas. Our grandmothers, we've seen a lot of Aqidah on Abbas. Our fathers and parents, whenever there's an issue, straight away they ask Abul Fadl Abbas. You've seen, even within your London, within your Nairobis, within your Lucknows, wherever you go in the world, we've learned from our parents that whenever you're in difficulty and you have no exit out, ask from him and see it comes true. Karbala, there was a young man. He comes with his mother. Mother was about to pass away. Very ill, critical. As he comes into Karbala, it was night time. He brings the body into the shrine and he lays the body down next to the zari. At that moment there was an Ayatollah who was sitting there. Comes up to the young chap and he says, look, your mother is about to pass away. Why don't you go and prepare ghusl and kafan for your mother, as opposed to just staying here? He looks up in anger towards this Ayatollah and says that you claim to be an alim. Had I thought that Abbas wouldn't be able to give my mother's health back, I wouldn't have come here. So Ayatollah sits back and he begins to say to Abul Fadl Abbas, he says, look, whatever is going to happen to this woman, don't shatter his aqidah. He's sitting here, aqidah, looking towards the grave. Hour goes, 2 hours goes. This Ayatollah says, I was sitting there and I was panicking as to what's going to happen, what's going to take place. Is this child going to get frustrated? Is he going to go off the deen? All of a sudden the child stands up and he says, Abbas, if you don't cure my mother, I'm going to go to Najaf and complain to your father. As he gets up and starts to walk out, the tradition says he's coming towards the boundaries of Karbala. A man comes on a horse. He looks up, he doesn't realize who this man is. As the horse accelerates towards him, the horse cuts him and he says, why don't you go back and see? Your mother is walking again. She's fine. He looks up and he says, fine. If, the man says on the horse, your mother's not cured, I'll take you myself and take you to Najaf. At that moment he says, get on my horse. The man gets on his horse. The man takes him to the shrine of Abul Fadl Abbas. As he gets off, he sees his mother comes towards him, says, son, I've been cured. At the moment that son looks behind to see, he says, can I shake your hands? The man on the horse says, I don't have any arms to shake. That is Abul Fadl Abbas. Make the intention today. You know, the problem is we don't know how to ask. However you ask, know they're more merciful than that. Maybe you may think, sitting here, that maybe I may offend Abbas. Abbas doesn't get offended because he knows that your hearts turn towards him. He knows, he can see all of your hearts. He sees the aqidah that you have towards him. And he also knows that he will fulfill all of your du'as tonight and any night. For if you call